Buy my new audiobook entitled American Dysfunction Trumps Politics, available at audiobooks.com for only $16 US.
Alright, so read it to us. What's it say?
Okay, you can't take my rights, I'm still using them.
What rights are they trying to take?
They're trying to take women's rights, they're trying to take our right away to take control of our own bodies. They're trying to take away abortion rights. They're trying to basically villainize the victims.
So what constitutional rights are you still using that they're trying to take away?
Well, I want to have the right to go to Planned Parenthood whenever I need to. I want to have the right to vote. I support the LGBTQ community. I want them to be able to have their rights. I don't want gay marriage. I want gay marriage to be legalized, and it is, and we made such strides with that. So I don't want any of the progress that we've made to be taken away.
So are you concerned with the overwhelming amount of support for gun control? Because that's your right to defend yourself with a firearm. Are you marching against gun control today?
I'm marching for gun control because I believe that even if we have gun control, it doesn't mean that...
I'm not exactly sure what gun control actually means, but my position is that I think gun ownership should require both a background check along with a psychological evaluation. This isn't a 100% solution, but I think it's the best policy. It's the closest to non-authoritarian, I think.
Guns need to be taken away. I don't think that, you can still have your right to defend yourself and still make sure that children are safe in their schools and make sure that people are safe with guns.
So you're concerned about children's safety?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But you're pro-choice?
Yes, I'm pro-choice.
I don't get it.
So basically, I believe that women have the right to choose, and I also believe that we should have gun control.
Can they choose which firearm they want to carry around?
I'm glad she explained that pro-choice is about women's rights, to avoid the common right-wing straw man that pro-choice is about murdering babies. The problem is, Kaitlin asked this nonsense question about choice of gun. I guess that's the only question Kaitlin could think of because this girl explained herself. If she didn't explain women's rights, I would have asked Kaitlin what she didn't get. If she threw that straw man, I would have explained to her that pro-choice is about women's rights and not murdering babies. She would obviously disagree and argue, to which I would question whatever she argued. I'm actually surprised she didn't argue against her explanation.
Yeah, they can choose what firearm they can have, but I don't believe that they should, that guns should be as, unregulated as they are.
Do you know how regulated they are?
Yes, I do.
What's the background check process?
Okay, I'm not doing this.
Damn, she was doing good. What the fuck?
These radical leftists.
How are the leftists radical, and exposing them for what?
Have an answer?
No, I don't.
Okay. Hi.
I have a question. If American schools are so dangerous of an environment, why not deal with that, instead of running around screaming about gun rights?
With them.
I talked to you, right?
Yeah.
I asked her if she knows the process for background checks and how regulated firearms are, but she doesn't know. Do you know?
Where?
Everywhere.
Well, I think you'll find in each state it's different.
It is different, yeah.
Yeah, because
Did you ask your friends?
I don't believe that, I believe that everyone should be able to have the right to defend themselves, but I don't believe that guns are regulated enough.
AR-15s are not necessary.
As I've already explained, psychological evaluations. If everybody was given one before purchasing a gun, I don't think Americans would need to defend themselves as much. While Kaitlin is busy being a troll, I think everybody in America has the wrong idea.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you need to have a machine gun?
What is a machine gun?
This is the second time I've heard Kaitlin ask what a machine gun is. How is this question relevant? What people mean is that only a handgun should be necessary. The main difference is size and how fast bullets are fired.
Something that disperses bullets at massive rates and lots of them. A little low.
Can you be more specific?
No.
How does an AR-15 work?
All I know is that they are much more powerful than the normal, and they can shoot a lot of them.
They shoot at the same rate as a handgun.
At that same
Semi-automatic. Yep. A machine gun, you hold it down, and the whole the magazine is emptied with one pull of the trigger. Semi-automatics, which are AR-15s and handguns, one bullet comes out of the barrel for everything.
You have AR-15s?
Yes, I have one.
Oh, good for you. Enjoy.
Why should that be taken away from me?
I didn't say they should be.
So you don't think so?
I think they're ridiculous. I don't know why anybody would want one.
I'll tell you why. Self-defense for a woman of my size. It's very easy.
Why do you need a machine gun? Why do you need a war weapon?
What war? What machine gun? What are you talking about?
Why do you need a full-on AR-15?
What is an AR-15?
It's a gun.
Now this is just going to go back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, so they're not machine.
I have to say that it's because you aren't asking the right question this time. The idea is not to try changing Kaitlin's mind or correcting her, but to disarm her, so to speak, and show her that you'll only question everything she says, explain this or that to her, and then question her disagreeing argument, which she will do. Even admit that you don't know when you don't. If she mocks your ignorance, ask her why that's funny.
Trying to trick you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to educate you.
Why are you here?
Because I'm a woman at the women's march. Well, listen, let me tell you.
Because you're trying to argue with
you guys
people.
won't let me answer you guys. You ask me questions, but you won't let me answer. So I'm here at the women's march today because I'm a woman and I support my right to self-defense, which are firearms. I own an AR-15. AR-15s are very easy for women of my size to use. They're very easy to handle, very accurate, and they're just easy to shoot. A lot better than.
Wait a minute.
Like, everyone, you can still have your right to defend yourself and still make sure that children are safe in their schools and make sure that people are safe with guns.
So you're concerned about children's safety?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But you're pro-choice?
Yes, I'm pro-choice.
I don't get it.
That makes that a straw man, Kaitlin. What does her being pro-choice have to do with you being there to argue that AR-15s are easier for women to use, aside for your excuse to be there because you're a woman?
Handguns, they don't have a lot of recoil, they don't go back a lot, very easy to handle.
Why is your hobby worth people's lives?
It's not my hobby, it's my right.
But
my
what
right
do you
to
use it
self-defense.
for? What do you use a gun for?
Self-defense.
Okay, so you think somebody's gonna come into your room, come into your home, and try and attack you?
I have gotten millions of death threats on the internet, yes.
Oh, I wonder why that is, Kaitlin. Now, understand that I don't condone or approve of that bullshit, which is probably also why you troll people while claiming to expose the liberals. Wait to throw the stones and then play victim, and use that excuse to be pro-gun. You obviously know why you do receive those death threats, which is why you don't question why you do, instead of arguing in favor of guns.
Okay, so
They had to rush my CCW for me to carry a handgun because I was getting threatened so much, yes.
and what are you gonna do with that handgun? You're gonna shoot somebody?
If I feel my life is
And
in
you
danger,
think that in the moment you're gonna be able to shoot somebody?
I'm prepared to defend my life. So it's very ironic. I tell you all these death threats I've gotten, you completely skip over them, and you're more worried about me defending myself. Why is it worse to defend myself than people threatening me?
People threaten you because you threaten people's lives.
When
I can't say if Kaitlin has or not, because I haven't seen most of her videos. However, I do know Kaitlin uses tactics. Other YouTubers have also explained how she behaves. This girl obviously can't back that accusation, so she was wrong to accuse. Now, the problem with that is, she and others who either wrongfully accuse or criticize, or make accusations they can't back, gives Kaitlin fodder to use against the liberals.
have I done that?
By just advocating for gun control, by being
When have I
LGBTQ,
threatened?
by being
When have I threatened people's lives?
By being pro-gun, you are in essence threatening people's lives.
Give me an example. Give me proof.
I am. I'm giving you an example.
No, that's not an argument.
It absolutely is. And I think it's repulsive that you think you can put something that you enjoy as a hobby, as like a thing to do, in front of people's lives who are actually getting murdered. When people die every single
That's
day.
what. Okay, this is funny. This is what the movement does. Is they shove that in your face, and if you don't accept it, you're threatening their life. Okay. Actually, something I would like to tell you, 13,000 lives are taken every year due to homicides with a gun. Up to 3 million lives are saved every year due to defensive use of firearms. Being pro-gun is being pro-woman, pro-lives, pro-LGBTQ. That is the most number one thing you can do to support anyone's life, is saying, yes, you have the right to defend yourself. Up to 3 million lives are saved every year due to defensive use of firearms.
What the fuck? No, pro-gun only means to be pro-gun. What the fuck does pro-gun have to do with anybody else? What?
Why are you harming people's lives by wanting to restrict that?
Give me a second. I want to look up a statistic.
I have the statistics. I know what I'm talking about. I know the facts. They don't. They come out.
Only about guns, Kaitlin. You probably do know about other controversies and political issues, but you're an ideologist. You don't care about facts or how negatively people are personally affected by the corruption and backwardness the system causes, while it ideologically denies and rejects potential information. You're at these events getting into everybody's face to troll people, not to ask people genuine questions about their understanding, opinions, or ideas. You've even stooped to questioning a little girl about abortion.